my mic was muted. Sorry about that. The Ardent deck is just so good. I think we're gonna end up taking War Party here. If we can get in on that early, I'm definitely gonna do that. Did not expect the draft to fire as quickly as it did, so I'm just posting that I'm live a couple of places. I also have some food here. I was out with the kids, so hopefully I'm live. Am I not actually live yet? Puke Troll's pretty good. That's a pretty different deck, though, but we're not necessarily committed to this just yet. What else in this pack? Anything? Nothing in the... That's a pretty... Nothing in the colors that we're looking for. This is doing this interplay. Put 3 target cards, cost 1 or less from your crypt into your hand. That's interesting. So there's nothing for the Ruby Diamond deck that I'd kind of like to... I don't want to force a deck, but that's a good deck. So I think I'm going to take the Puke Troll for now. Oh, this is quick? Wow, that's really good. Alright, we're just going to take this for now, and there's a possibility we might, you know, we're not 100% on what we're doing yet. We might play either of these cards. That's pretty good. So this card, whenever it attacks, your Ardent Troops get 2/1. This is one of the better cards. There's a War Priest in this pack, too. If we're really lucky, that'll wheel. That card's pretty powerful, though, so I'd be kind of surprised if the War Priest wheels. This definitely pushes us in the direction of this deck. I'm going to mute myself for a moment while I chew here. So the Bolt Spasm's pretty good, but if we're going to go... I'm going to bin the Puke Troll for now. Start by cost. I think I just want the 2-drop. I don't know why it's not sorting. Oh, because I put the 2-drop in here by mistake. It was sorted. Put the wrong card in. Alright. So I think I want the War Priest, just like more 2-drops on curve. This could be strong, but if we end up in the Valor deck, we definitely want a few of these. And it's a common, so we can probably get a few of them. So yeah, I'm going to take this. Thanks, folks. Hey, Dax, Bentex. Feel free to comment on the things I'm picking as I'm picking them. This probably isn't unreasonable. If we get a Fireball, we might play it. So if we're getting triple Ruby for Fireball, we're gonna be able to have triple Ruby for this. Yeah, I'm gonna take the Ruffian for now. At the very least, like, cutting these cards out of the pack sends the message to people that, like, these colors aren't open. These shards aren't open. This card's pretty good, but this card's insane, especially if we can get some Gust Mages. I like this card a lot. It's pretty good with War Party Guide, too, like a 5-power Swift Strike guy. I guess 1 toughness things are kind of vulnerable in this format, though. But I think I'm taking this. We also just want to fill our deck with Ardent Troops so War Party Guide can draw stuff as often as possible. I'm going to be muting myself off and on to eat my late dinner. So, Bring to Justice is medium. There's a lot of Valors in the limited format. I think at least one of these is fine. I think this Ironsmith is more likely to... Is this going to wheel? Yeah, this pack's going to wheel. I doubt either of these cards would wheel, and I think I'd rather prioritize grabbing a little bit of removal. The top 8's tomorrow morning, so... And it's draft, so we're getting in a couple of... Going to get in a practice draft or two tonight. Hey, Sethos. And welcome, Nub. I'm glad you're giving Hex a try. It's a lot of fun. I've been playing Hex regularly since February and enjoyed it a lot. I almost wonder if I just want this as a 2-drop. The stats just aren't very good. There's a lot of X ones in this format, though, it seems like. So just having a random 2/1 is fine. Or a random 2-drop is a random 1/1 is fine. A little bit of life drain. I don't know how good this card is. It seems really powerful if we can like have a quantity of 2. So I'm gonna take one more of these, and then we're probably about done on 4s. If we have a 2-drop on 2 or a 1-drop on 1, we can cast this as a 3-drop, and like a 4/3 on 3 seems great. Alright, so there's nothing like super good in this pack, so I'm just going to go ahead and take the Baby Yeti out of it at this point in case we open or get past a Mama Yeti in one of the future packs. Mama Yeti's a 5/5 with speed and crush that you have to have a Baby Yeti in your deck in order to play the Mama Yeti. This can also help trigger these brutes and make them 3-drops. Or possibly 2-drops, actually. Yeti on 1 lets us play this as a 2-drop, which isn't awful. So if we get some more Yetis around, we might, these might be like 22, 23 playables in our deck. For a whole curves lower, maybe we even just play 16 shards. Another War Priest is great. War Priest is definitely better than Yeti. Like, this is just a more powerful card, so we'll definitely take that guy right up. Yeah, that's what I said. We definitely want to, like, if we get, probably 8 1 and 2 drops, Brute can definitely be considered a 3-drop in our deck. I think they're supposed to be under an hour. It might be worth messaging their support, Danny. Pinging them on Twitter or the such. Cleansing Touch. Revert target card. If you control a card, create a Valor and put it in your hand. None of these cards seem great. I'm just going to take this because I really don't want to play against a 4/4, even if it does cost 5. I mean, we've already got like 10 possible playables out of this pack, so like if we don't see another playable, that's fine. Again, just going to take the combat trick, so less likely to have to get blown out by that. I top 8'd the Cosmic Crown Showdown this afternoon, or this morning. It's morning, afternoon, technically. So the top 8 tomorrow is draft. So getting in a practice draft or two, and this one looks like it's going pretty well so far. First picked the old War Party guide. So Lamify, I don't really like this card. It turns it into a 2/2, which a 2/2 is still kind of a threat in limited. This isn't very impressive. We might play the Lamify, so I guess I'll take that. I don't think this card's very good though. That card might be actually. This is one of those cards that's like might be better in constructed than it is in limited. And target troop gets one. I'm just gonna take the combat tricks. So there's less of those. I don't think people would play Dust Cloud, but less tricks for me to get blown up by better. I don't think we're gonna play that other revert card. We already have one, and I doubt we'd play 2. Again, just like let's take the combat trick. Yeah, I mean, it can't hurt to ask. They might just be busy. Alright, what do we got here? It doesn't look like there's anything particularly good for the archetype we're drafting. I guess Fire in the Hole is really good, right? When a troop you control attacks, increase the bold damage by 1. Yeah, I actually kind of want Fire in the Hole. I don't want to play too many Bring to Justices because, like I said, there are a lot of Valorous things in this format. I guess Emberleaf Bladesman isn't awful either. I think I want to prioritize taking the removal, though. Yeah, I'm going to prioritize taking the removal as opposed to taking the Bladesman. I think this is more likely to wield than the Fire in the Hole is. And also sending the message to people that like this removal is... Yeah, I'm just going to take the removal. Yeah, a couple of hammers, some more removal. Like Fire in the Hole is a pretty good pickup here. At least I think. I don't really know what I'm doing. We're just science dogging the crap out of this draft. This pack is stacked. We're definitely taking the Spearcliff Captain. Hopefully, the Gust Mage, the Bladesman, or the Canyon Hauler will be really happy to get any of these 3 when this pack wheels, and it's pretty likely we get that. If we don't see any of these cards in this pack, it probably means there's multiple other people fighting for these colors, but we've already got a pretty good base already. But this card creates a Valor, and it gives us it gives our Valorous troops flying, so that's like super powerful. One of the better uncommons in this archetype. All right, what do we got? This probably isn't awful, just based purely on the fact that I've got 2 of these Brutes already, and this will make it a 3-drop for us. Battle him. I don't think this card's particularly good. This is an okay board card, but there's like no way we're like 3rd picking a Battlemaster. 4th picking a Battlemaster, whatever it is. So yeah, I'm going to take the Strider Scout. I don't think there's anything else that's really great in this pack. Yeah, I'm going to take this. We might play this. It's also another Ardent Troop. Yeah, We have the Ardent Officer here. This card might be constructed playable. Honestly, it's a super powerful effect. The problem is it's fighting with the other two powerful Ardent 3-drops, the Hero of Legend and the whatever the 4/4 is called that I'm blanking on right now. All right, what do we got here? We have another War Priest, which again want a lot of 2-drops. I kind of want the Bladesman, but there were 2 4s in that other pack that we passed earlier. So I think I'd rather guaranteed fill out another 2 on my curve than grab another 4 for now. I feel like we're likely to see one of these, especially since that other pack went back around. There's another. This basically we're going to put the Valor gem in it, so it'll be a 4 that gives us a Valor. So I think I'd rather grab the War Priest. I think I want to try and maximize these brutes. Especially like at this point we're getting enough 1s and 2s that if we see another brute we'll probably pick it up. Just like 4/3 on 3, especially on the plays, just seems real powerful. Another War Party guide. God, that's great. If I knew I was getting this, I probably would have taken the 4-drop, because this is another really good 2, but that's fantastic. Yeah, we're solidly in this. Can I just, like, play this deck tomorrow afternoon? Is that an option? Hey, Coach. Anyone who top 8s anything probably ran a little hot to get there. Anyone that tells you otherwise is lying to you. Yeah, next set rotation happens. The gems rotated this time. Sets 1 and 2 rotate out with set 6. Again, nothing really on colors in here. I guess I probably wouldn't mind hating this Astral Sight, but I guess if they're playing 6-drops, we're probably dead by then anyway, so I think I'm just going to take this Bring to Justice. There's a chance we play 2 of these. There's definitely a chance we board in the second one, even if we don't start it, so let's just go ahead and grab that for now. I'm going to throw it off to the side. We've got a whole other pack, and we only need like 6 more playables in here. I think everything in here so far. Like maybe I don't play this Take Wing. That's not the worst though. Like Take Wing the Ardent Officer to make sure it gets through. Another Bring to Justice. I don't think we want 3 of those. Six, 4, 10 hours. It got 3. That's depressing. This card's super powerful. I think I'm gonna hate draft it. Again, I'm pretty sure we're not gonna play 3 Bring to Justices. I really would rather not play against this card. Yeah, I'm just gonna take this and throw it on the board. There's a non-zero chance I get greedy and splash it if we find like some prisms in the last pack, but I just really don't want to play against it. Again, it doesn't look like there's anything we're going to play in here. Strike target troop, gain 4 life. I'm going to take this. If games go a little bit long, like cutting them off of removal sounds good. Yeah, Bloodsworn is very powerful. And I almost picked it from one of the packs we saw it earlier, but there's a better card for our deck in it. This card can like single-handed, like one of our opponents mulliganed to 5 in one of our drafts, and like this card like single-handedly carried them to victory. You have the couple of enablers and just like goes nuts. And hey, look at this. This is that pack earlier that I said, hey, I hope the Canyon Howler, the Gust Mage, or the other 4-drop wheels, and the Canyon Howler wheeled. I think, so how many ones do I have? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 7 1s and 2s here. So I think I'm going to take the Canyon Howler to fill out the top of my curve a little bit more. I guess this is Valor Creation too, though. Yeah, I'm a liar. I'm just going to maximize these brutes. I think whenever we have a brute in our hand, we always want a 1 or a 2. And like hands without 1s and 2s are a lot less keepable than these. And we might not play the Baby Yeti if we don't get a Mama Yeti. Although I really like the idea of just like Yeti on 1 and brute on 2. That sounds hot. None of the cards in here are particularly good. I don't think I'd mind hate drafting a Crackling Tide, but that's probably fine for our opponents to have. I think Battlemaster is a card that we'd board at a certain point. In particular decks that are like full of 3/1s. Yeah, I think we'd play one of these as a 5-drop. It's an Ardent Troop for our War Party guides, and just like it deals 1 damage to any attacking troop when this blocks, so it can block one thing and help kill another. Just like a really powerful. I don't know if we want multiple 5s in this deck. You might even be greedy and play 16 shards, because like these basically aren't 4-drops. So like we've got 1 4 and 1 5 right now, just like go super low curve. I'm just gonna take the 0/3 because it blocks our 2 1s. We're not going to play that, but someone else might board it in against us. I mean, there was a lot of extra circumstances why the last set release took a while, right? This card's annoying. It's a 5-drop, but I really don't want to play against it. I mean, there's oh, this card. Yep, this card's great against our stupid guys because they revert our guys that we valored. So let's get rid of that. Take the last card. All right, bomb rare for our colors. Bomb rare for our colors. Would settle for a bomb uncommon. Nothing. Stone. Nothing. Wow, this pack's just like straight nothing. This card's technically Ardent. Would I splash a 5/4? I might splash a 5/4. Let's just draft it so we don't have to play against. This card's also worth some amount of money, I think. It's probably like $1 or $2. It's a rare, so it's much worse than the the other design. But like we're not hurting for playables. I don't think we're gonna play this Take Wing. The Rollicking Reveler is probably out too, but we'll see. We'll just grab it for now. We might splash the card. It's fine. The stats are fine, and people have random artifacts and constants in their limited decks. Draft is a skill format. Every format's a skill format to a degree. Draft is definitely more skill intensive than, say, Sealed. In Sealed, there's still skill there, but like the pool you open is really huge in Sealed. Okay, that's a good one. Another powerful 2-drop that either gives us a Valor or makes target Underworld troop not be able to block. So just like snapping that off. The double ruby is a little tough, so it might not always be a 2-drop for us, but we'll see. This Warband Ruffian, again, if we don't get a Fireball, this card's looking more and more like we're just not going to start it. I think this card's powerful enough. Like, we have a couple of double ruby things. We're going to be playing some ruby for sure, but if we don't play either of these cards in 2, we're not going to be super sad about it. There were a few people that worked on the Ardent deck with me. Andrew, Mike Kletz, who was here drafting with me the other day. He and I probably spent about 20 hours in my basement playing Hex, among other things, the last couple days. So the last few picks were like really simple. Like this Blazing Hammer was like a snap off. This is actually kind of tough. I don't hate this Intimidating display, but I did pick up not only this Rollicking Reveler, but I also picked up this Howling Plains Alpha. So I really wouldn't hate taking this Primal Prison so I can splash those 2 wild cards. That might be greedy though, and I probably have enough playables and should just like take this Intimidating display. There's still a lot of picks left though. Yeah, I'm just going to take the Intimidating display. That's probably for the best. Our deck's aggressive enough that this is really powerful. I think Hex TCG browser is down. There's a link to my Hex decks in the stream information, but I think their search function was busted, so it wasn't working earlier. Gust Mage is a great pickup. I really wish we would have gotten... we can pick up another one of these, this would be great, because Battlefield Ironsmith along with Gust Mage is just super powerful. We didn't take the second one earlier because we didn't have 2 Gust Mages, but Gust Mage on 1 and the Ironsmith on 3 is really tough for a lot of people to win. Yeah, I think we've got enough playables that there's no reason to splash these. I think we just very reasonably get like stuck in our hand. Like, these cards are powerful, but probably not worth it. So we're at 22 cards right now, so I'm pretty confident we can get a playable in the next rest of these cards. And another Brute. Yeah, I feel confident, especially with the rest of these Gust Mages. So up to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cards we can reliably cast on 1 and 2. So this is definitely like a 3-cost 4/3 for us a lot of the time here. So this is really like, these are 4s, but like every time a troop attacks, this gets -1 cost. So like these are effectively 3 drops in our deck. Might not play this Indomitable Will. I'm gonna board this for now. I don't think we're gonna be doing a lot of blocking. Ideally, we're not gonna be doing a lot of blocking. What'd we get? Lethal. Is this cost to play this? Sacrifice 3 troops. Sure. That's a 6/6. I probably just want to take... Oh, spoil. Yep, I don't want them to... I do not want them to have cheap removal. We got a bunch of X1s here. We got enough playables. Wasn't anything we were really interested in that pack. I'm just going to take that spoil, so who's ever drafting the blood deck is out another spoil. No, the top 8 is tomorrow afternoon. This is a practice draft. I'd be super excited if this was a top 8 draft. I'm not going to be streaming the draft live, just like I didn't stream the constructed portion today. Commentating while I'm playing is very distracting and much more difficult to play. I make far more mistakes while talking about what I'm doing while we're doing it than anything else. Oh, man. This card's just... this card's so powerful. This is basically removal. I'm gonna take this. I don't think there's anything that we're gonna play in this pack. Only looking for one more playable at this point, and honestly, we probably wouldn't be sad to start another Bring to Justice or start an Indomitable Will or Take Wing. Like any of these 3 cards could easily be our 23rd card in this deck. I played a Diamond Splashing Sapphire Ardent aggressive deck. Deals 1 damage to each opposing troop without flight. Gain a charge. That seems great. Yeah, that's then we might start this. That's definitely a board card though. We'll definitely probably play that at some point in this draft. I don't know if we're gonna start it, but it's another one of those. Could be the third. Guppy Gloves. Again, just like taking removal from other people. Yeah, we're probably going to end up... I wouldn't be surprised if we don't get another playable in the cards remaining. I might just start a second Bring to Justice. We're kind of light on removal in this draft. We've got the 1 Fire in the Hole, the 1 Blazing Hammer, and the 1 Bring to Justice. So 2 Brings probably fine if we need a 23rd card. Yeah, I think I'd be comfortable starting that. Yeah, they're just not getting better. I don't think anyone's in Sapphire at this point. Can't block troops without flight. A 2/5, sure. After action commentary, possibly. I mean, I don't draft a ton. Again, just like, don't spoil me. I don't draft a ton, so I don't know if you're finding this insightful. Maybe we'll do that. I'm just kind of like fumbling through what I'm doing here. Like, I don't know, all these cards that we have so far, so we're probably just going to, like, go into the tank on the 23rd card for a good portion of the deck building here in a moment. Only got 2 more cards left. Yeah, so one of these cards we've already drafted is going to be our 23rd card. Okay, yep, that's probably it. Actually, I didn't think that was... Someone else mentioned that this card could be okay in our deck, and I think I agree with that. Yep, I think that's better than the 2/2. I guess this is Ardent, though. Evasion versus Ardent, so we've got... Yeah, the Ardent troop probably just gets the nod. Want 2 drops. I'll be right back. My toddler just walked downstairs, and the door to the laundry room is open. Hey, toddler. How's our trike? Just like the perfect 52-52 half and half diamond, and we don't have... What do we got? We've got 2... Yeah, we've got 2 double diamond and 2 double ruby cards. So I think it's obviously just a real easy 9/8. This question is which direction do you want to go in? You want to come inside? Probably want the extra diamond. We have the double ruby cards cost less resources, but we have more diamond cards cheaper in the curve. Like, again, these brutes are like 3s and 4 drops, so you think we just want to go 9 and then 8. And then other cards that could be playable in our deck here. I wouldn't hate playing... We have Bring to Justice, Battlemaster, Indomitable Will, Lamify, Take Wing. Like, all these cards are like pseudo-playable. 3 double ruby. Yeah, but one of the double rubies is like... It's a 4. So I think the fact... I think we'll be able to play a game without ruby thresholds better than we'll be able to play a game without diamond thresholds most of the time. So I think that deserves to get the nod on the diamond shard here. So yeah, and we're just going to take Lysander. This is a champion. Factions, 20 troops with the same faction. Look at that. How many troops do we have? Do we? We only have 19 troops. We can't have 20 troops the same faction. We only have 19. Alright, yeah. Let's just go ahead and save this. There's always someone that takes a while. Got a pretty reasonable deck. I'm excited to see how these brutes play out. They seem like with the curve that we have that they're going to be super reasonable. We ended on 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 cards for 1 and 2 that we can probably cast easily. I don't really want to count this as a 2-drop because the double ruby threshold is going to make it harder to play on 2, but it's powerful, so it's definitely worth playing. Faction is lower and limited display bug. Okay, that makes sense. We've got 2 war party guides too. So we've got 19 troops and only Baby Yeti isn't Ardent. So we've got 18. So we're like almost a coin flip to draw cards war party guide when it attacks. That's hot. Anywhere from a minute to 10 minutes from now. What do you need? Need Jake up to bed? Yep. I'll be right back. I'm going to go. It's time for toddlers to go to sleep. So hopefully our match doesn't start. Hopefully someone's going to take a little while. I'll be right back. Thanks for hanging out, folks. So Factioned, for people asking, hey, review. Factioned is, I hadn't even noticed this. There's this little symbol here. This is Faction Ardent with the sword, and I've got a Underworld. This is Faction Underworld with the, whatever this like little bat-looking thing here, I guess. I hadn't even realized there were Factioned cards in Hex. Apparently it was something that was only relevant in PvE until this set, but one of the themes in set 5 and now the new gems is that like these factions matter for some of the cards. In fact, I played a deck that was Ardent cards matter in the CCS Constructed. It's an upside down hammer. I'm gonna stick with the bat.
With your phone.
Yeah.
Can you stop testing?
Yep.
Okay. Could you send me a link to that deck?
Yeah. Hope everyone's having a good evening
My phone's
or
so
morning,
slower.
depending on where you are. Yeah, probably. That's a different day. So this is I'm gonna retitle the stream.
Why? What's the title?
I was drafting Herofall CCS top 8 hype. But people are thinking it's the actual top 8. No, the actual top 8 is tomorrow. This is a practice draft before that. Apologies for any confusion. I will not be streaming that live. Also, there's a link to my YouTube channel below the stream if you want to see the constructed deck and the matches that I played through the 6-0 in the first 6 rounds, and then I conceded the last round because we were both making it with a winner knot, and I wanted to go do anything else.
Do you have the sound down on the monitor?
I do not, but it looks like they're both up.
Yeah, it sounds like Jake's throwing things.
Oh, yeah, it's on now. So we got a pretty good, I think, so my buddy Mike that drafted with us earlier this week, he said that this is one of the better archetypes in the format. And we pick one a War Party guide, and then we got past another War Party guide in pack 2. So we've got like 18 Ardent troops in our deck, so War Party guide's gonna draw a lot of cards. We've got a bunch of these brutes. We've got a few like Ardent things matter. We got a couple of things that make Valors and a bunch of War Priests. And then we've got an Ardent officer here as well. No, I haven't played much Limited. The extent of my Limited is, I think before, my wife really likes Sealed, especially Evo Sealed, so occasionally I sit and like co-play with her when she's doing something. I just like sit down next to her. But like, for the most part, I don't. I mean, that's how you lose a draft. People that are, like, I don't play a lot of Limited, but I know that's not how you draft. Like, we didn't choose to go Ruby Diamond. Ruby Diamond looked open, so that's what we drafted. Like, I first picked this to likely put us into Diamond, but, you know, like, we're not cemented into a color with our first pick. And then we second picked a Puke Troll that we ended up not playing because this very well could have been in something that we were playing. And then from there, it just looked like these colors were open. We didn't get a ton of removal, so like there's definitely another person in this draft that probably has a lot of the ruby removal. But we got a couple of decent pieces, and like we've got a good strong curve at the beginning. So it's like win coin flips and play 2 drops on 2 and maybe 1 drops on 1. Play brutes on 3 and just hopefully crush people. I plan to draft whatever is open, not sit down at the table and say, hey, I'm going to draft this archetype. Okay, I haven't, the 2 drafts we did earlier, we were ruby, diamond in one of them, and we didn't have any brutes in that one. Take a screenshot of this and send it to Mike. See what he thinks. Alright, there's always someone that takes the whole time. There's 30 seconds here and we get to a match. Hopefully we actually get to play. It'd be annoying if our opponent drops. I need to like staple a note to my monitor that says activate Lysander.
It blinks when you can activate it. Why would you?
Yeah, I know. I just often auto pass. Yep. Alright, another 12-second counter after that whole ordeal. I don't know why that needs to happen. I probably would draft more if it didn't involve so much waiting. Like, I don't really enjoy. I like the drafting aspect is amusing and interesting, but having to wait to play rounds sucks. And then Hex takes a nap, and we reload it here. Oh, you know what? I had... Where did that go? It's like I could get in infinite more games in the same amount of time. It's just I don't really, like I said, I don't really find sealed particularly interesting. I guess sealed's better than Evo. Sealed's like super high variance. Sealed's medium. Yeah, especially with like this Diamond Ruby deck, like we're probably gonna win or lose pretty quickly. Continue. Just the mirror. Well, we knew there was someone else cutting Ruby. We got the old baby Yeti on one. To get in there. Second diamond shard's great. This hand's a medium keep. It's a shame we didn't have... This hand would be perfect if we had one of the 4-3s in it. Like I said, baby Yeti on one enables a turn 2 4-3. I'm not sure. You could easily cross-check that, though. The names of the people in the top 8 lists are posted. 2 mana, 2/3. That's pretty good. Oh, it's a rare. Okay, I was like, that's way above stats, but it's a rare, which makes sense. So I'm just gonna play the War Priest and pass the turn here. Probably just like bring to light and crack him for 3 next turn, hopefully. Excuse me. Wow, he could just be... Oh, this sucks. This is why Bring to Justice is not great in this format. And play versus the draw just being huge here. Opponent was on the play, so we weren't... If we're on the play, we play this on 1 and this on 2, and then like have hit him for 4 extra points of damage. And then we can Bring to Justice this on 3 before he makes it Valorous. Now we can no longer do that. It's another Valor. Now I just have to race. Okay, so Gust Mage. Let's play this. What am I doing here? Here you go. Intimidating Display on this. Gust Mage. Valor the Baby Yeti. Crack for 5. I really don't want to Bring to Justice on this. I think I'm just going to go ahead and pressure. This might be wrong. So this creates a Valor because we have Ardent Allegiance. Let's go ahead and play Gust Mage. Remember to activate my champion power here. So this is an attack for 5. Makes a Dreadling every turn. Yeah, one of my opponents played that and constructed. Another Valor, sure. We're winning this race. We might not be winning this race. Maybe we are. So I'm gonna go ahead and play this. And then, especially with that, we might be winning the race. We might be winning the race without this. So he's got 8 on the crackback, so we're dead in 2 right now. But I can play this and Valor, play this, dupe, and then this will be a 4-3. Yeah, okay, so let's play this. And give 3 power here. And then we'll put a Valor here. And then, so this is 4, 8, 10. Okay. I think we're pretty unlikely to die. Even if he blocks here, he's taking 6 down to 9. Which I wouldn't be surprised to see him chump just straight no blocks. Sure. Alright, well, if we're not dead on his turn, we have a pretty good chance here. Probably want to play around Blazing Hammer at this point, so this guy's probably going under a bus. That doesn't have scrounge yet, does it? No, okay. Alright, now what are you doing here? Flight speed, sure. Not dead on board, not anywhere near. He needs to leave a lot of blockers back at this point. Next turn I can bring plus Valor. I guess if he... I feel like he's likely to attack with his Valorous guy since they're the biggest. No, just stone nothing. Okay. That's a good defensive play. Alright, so what are we doing here? Probably... Ooh, and then that's going to be free. That's sweet. So we're definitely taking out the 2-3. We can't touch either of these because... we can't touch either of those because they're Valorous. And then if we Valor this will become 4 toughness when it attacks. And then he can eat this one, but then, yeah, so we're just going to go ahead and pump this, and then attack with everything, and then this will be free to play post-combat. Oh, that becomes a 5. Yeah, so he has to block this because it's lethal. Oh, just Valor the Mage. Oh, I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. Yeah, don't. Yeah, shh. Yeah, I'm an idiot. If we lose this, we deserve it. This probably means we're not losing, but yeah, you're right. He was just dead in the air. The old Miss Lethal. Again, this is why we don't do commentary while we play matches that matter. So I think the Bring's probably still fine. We definitely don't want a second one. I think I'm just gonna hit submit. Yeah, I'm just gonna hit submit. Yep. This hand needs some diamonds, obviously, but we're not casting this Bring for a while, but 2-drop into 4-3 sounds. Sign me up. Sign me up, coach. Put me in. Got our hammer. Spearman's an okay pickup, so let's put that off to the side for now. A lot of our cards are single ruby threshold, too. Another brute. Oh, that's nice. Obviously taking a Valor with the Stork. Hopefully he doesn't kill us. If he kills us, our hand's going to get real awkward real fast. Sure, man. You got 2-3. I'm going to offer the trade because I want to connect with these. Yep. Crunch. No blocks is great for us. Let's play that. Grab another Valor now in case we need it later. Play a 3-drop. Slide Gust Mage down to the end there again. This is a 2-1 with a lethal. Scrounge gets 3-3, sure. Would love a shard to hit this Blazing Hammer on his 2-1 here. Gosh, that's great. Alright, well, let's just... I'm just going to take this off the table. And then crunch with these nerds. I guess I could have just, like, offered the trade there. And, like, gone Gust Mage plus this plus some Valors. He's got a trade here, right? Wow, just taking 7. That's aggressive. I'm going to explain Scrounge to me. So, when you play this card, you can void this number of troops from your hand, and if you void that number of troops, you get whatever the Scrounge effect is. So, when he plays this, if he voids 2 troops, since it's Scrounge 2, it would become a 5/4. But you can only do that as you play the card. As enters play, choose 1. This gets speed, or each opposing champion discards 2 cards. 2 cards from my hand. You say, I'm probably just bidding these Valors, right? I technically 4th, but I didn't actually play the last match. I just conceded it because I didn't care. There was no... Yeah, I'm just going to bin these Valors. We don't have anything that cares about Valors right now. Hopefully we hit another Diamond Shard next turn so we can bring this guy to justice. And then, like, play these as well. Intimidating Display. That'll do, pig. So let's do that. Would I have had Lethal? I would not have, right? Alright, I'm just going to play this Gust Mage out. Do I want to Valor up my dorks? Just hit him for 7, 8, 9, and then play this. Yeah, that seems fine. I'm just gonna make each of these larger. That's gonna turn this into a free card. Yeah, this card's great. Or did I say hand? Yeah, I meant void from your crypt. Scrounge is from the crypt. So, sure, you have a 1/5. Again, would not mind another Diamond Threshold here. It's very possible I should have saved those Valors to push with this. Alright, so if I play this Baby Yeti, if I play this Baby Yeti and attack with everything, he trades here, and this bounces off of here, and we just hit him for 1. And then next turn he's dead. So yeah, that's fine. Let's play this and ship with the squad. Could have removal here to make this go bad, I suppose. No, it's much, much worse. Because the artifact guy, like, this is a 3-drop a lot of the time when your deck has a curve like ours does. The other one is not. That is not the case for it. So he needs another blocker there. He's dead to the Baby Yeti. Baby Yeti in the clutch. Look at that. No wait time. We were the last match. This format seems pretty aggressive. It's exciting. I was talking about the waiting being awful, and we didn't have to wait. It was great. What does this hand do? This hand plays Strider on 1 and this on 2 and then this on 3 guaranteed if they both those. So yeah, let's keep this. Peace, Danny. Thank you. You hit another ruby threshold, you get to play this on. If we hit another ruby threshold, so this is 1 attack trigger, this is 2 attack trigger. So actually if we hit a ruby threshold in our first 3 draws, we could theoretically play both of these on 3. God, that would be gross. Heyo. Hopefully he doesn't play something that can block this profitably. Yeah, that's sweet. I can't cast the Bring to Justice yet, but that's fine. I don't need to cast that too early. This War Party guide, I'll start drawing us cards. This was one of the tipping points of the constructed deck I played today. Like finding a 2-drop that drew cards was just, it was so good. Just like everything the deck wanted. He's just like splashing the double blood banner. God, this guy's really dead unless he's got some kind of sweeper. Which I can't imagine he has. Just remember to use my champion power here. God, are we just gonna like kill him on 5? That's so gross. Use this now before I forget. Nope, don't want to use the Valor. I want to cast this dork for 1. I want to cast this Ruthless Intimidator. Grab another Valor. So what we've got 7, 8, 9, 10 power plus these 2 plus this to make something not block. Not bad. That's all I got. Your move. Okay. Yep. Let's click submit. Baby Yeti is the key. Exactly. 6 shards, 2-drop. Easy mulligan here. Hand needs some help, but I think it's a keep. We got a cast. We got 2-drop. If we could draw a diamond shard, we got 9 diamond shards. We got 3 draws of the diamond here. Look at God bless. That's fair, Chris. I guess we haven't played the 5 and we like always want a 2-drop. Maybe we'll make that swap. Valor and put it in my hand. Well, we played a blood shard, so maybe he's gonna play cards this game. Maybe. Oh my word, he has a spell. Create a Dreadling, put into play. Okay, so, it's a little awkward because I want to push damage, but I also just want to like use my resources this turn. Gosh, I think I'm just supposed to Arden Officer here. Yeah, especially drawing another resource here. And then next turn we can just like do 2 things. Yeah. For like Valor, I guaranteed crack him for 4, but that doesn't seems much worse than just like adding to my board. Sure, man, you got another 1/4. I'm gonna make these things not block and then hit you for 1,000,000 damage. Oh, that's really good. So what am I doing here? Oh, I wasn't thinking. There's a very real chance I should have played this. I didn't think when I drew that. I think I'm gonna do this. This is not going to be resource efficient, but I think I'm gonna do this, and then Valor up my dork here, and then just crunch. Yeah, I should have just played the captain. Activate Lysander. Let's try not to miss that. We do have a 5-3S to deal with now, which is nice. He can race though, you know. Whenever he plays Underworld Troop, he's getting two Dreadlings, which definitely helps him race. Like this would even block profitably this turn, and then like next turn I'd have like a bunch of flying idiots. No attacks. Interesting. Let's start by playing this. This feels like a trick. I'm just gonna attack. Let's get in there. Save Ironsmith for the captain. Fair. Wow, just a chump. Okay, well, we're in a good spot. Change course. Yep, he needs to change course. His ship's heading towards a Valorous crash landing currently. So next turn, we can Valor the captain, Battle Smith, probably this guy, because I don't want him to kill the captain, and then play this post-combat when we hit with both of these. And he's just like taking 1,000,000 damage. Then we get to activate this again if we had a resource. Yeah, think of how much more damage we would have if I would have played this out last turn. Played these games really poorly and our deck's just like carrying us. So we did well during the draft portion and we're getting rewarded for that. What had he been here? He'd been upgrade technician and a naive lackey. It's just like the old turn pass again here. Wow. Okay. War party guide just keeps getting better. Yeah, I'm gonna put this on. I'm going to put this on here because, again, I'd rather keep my evasive threat if he's going to kill anything. And this makes all my other dorks evasive, so I'm just going to Valor this up and crunch here for 11. Which I'm assuming he's just taking. And then play him a 4-3 out. Scale of 1 to dead, where are we at? GG's. Dead. The dead side of the scale. Alright, sweet. Ooh! We hit bronze tier 1. Exciting. I've never been bronze tier 1 in limited. I didn't play. I played a couple of Evos last season. That was it.
Is your draft over?
No, we're in the finals.
How did you know what tier you were?
Because it popped up on the waiting screen. And we got a reward. This is not the top 8 draft. The top 8 draft is tomorrow morning, and I will not be streaming it live. I mean, I am bronze 1. If that doesn't make me a draft master, what does, really? Hope everyone's having a good evening. Hey, you know, we don't do a ton of limited on this stream, but I top aided the Cosmic Crown Showdown today, which was constructed for the Swiss, and now it's a draft for the top 8. So I'm just getting in a draft or two before I go to bed. I don't know how much we're going to do tonight. Maybe we'll just do this one and call it a day. Yeah, we'll probably do one more if we win this. Ooh, look at this tournament prize. 1 Cosmic Crown Showdown Day 2 ticket. Fancy.
The kids still up.
Yep.
Okay.
The waiting. No offense, Shadow Rill, but I hope you lose in 2 so we can get back to our next match. What you doing over there, Cutie?
Just playing, but I think I would do it then.
Did you send a message about the cards?
No, I didn't even look at it yet. No,
You could just play Prophecy Burn too. That deck's fine.
do I have all the cards in there?
Yeah, you should technically find a couple of Wellsprings. Like 3 of them probably, but that'll play without them, it always has.
Well, it's pretty.
Whatever the new cards are, the Wells, whatever the Sapphire Ruby duel. Hey, BD Boxers, Brandon, what's going on? So you have to have a backup game or a stream going to distract you. Yeah, right. You need a backup. We could play some Agar. We've definitely done that a few times. It's a good night to eat some amoebas. All right. Oh no! I just got eaten by a no, I was so young. I'll have to move this to my other screen. Oh, do you win altar arts for winning drafts tonight? Is that a thing? Is that why this fired so quickly? I don't even pay attention to what that kind of stuff going on is. I just wanted to get a couple drafts in so I could have an idea, some semblance of what I'm doing for the morning. Oh no! No, don't feed you. Oh god, I was so close to eating the team. Yeah, Marty, you know. Agar.io best text content. Oh no. That's pretty sweet. We're battling for altars. Okay. If you put it in dark mode, you can chroma key it and it looks... Oh, no! No, no! We're in the finals of the draft. We're just one match win away with our Ruby Diamond deck from winning some sweet AAs. No, Islam Tech, do not eat me, please. Oh no, run away. This guy's huge. He's coming for me. He's going to pin me in between himself and Islam Tech. God, there's just so many huge ones tonight. Gotta fight our way onto that leaderboard. Ooh, eat somebody. Hungry. Yeah, man, boy is huge. God, they're still in game 2. Please don't play a game 3. We've 2-0'd both of ours so far, haven't we? Yeah. It's good. Be aggressive. Be aggressive. Ooh, that was a big jump. He messed up. Messed up real bad. Team Pro, you're looking so thin and delicious. Oh no, Nico. Oh god, Nico's about to remerge. He's going to be huge. Ooh, got a little baby. Doge. Doge is coming. Doge. Doge, come back, Doge. Oh, ate part of him. Oh, ate part of him. Man, No Hate is not having a good day. That's just accidentally eating tiny amoebas. There's so many No Hates. I don't understand. Are they just like feeding people? Is that what's going on? The snake version of this is better. I mean, we're playing Agar, so obviously this is. I don't really like Slither. Oh man, someone just split. Oh jeez. Oh god, that's number 1 over there. Oh boy. Boy. We're just one of these medium-sized blob. Oh geez, we're gonna trap between 2 of the big ones. Oh god, we're all fighting to eat each other. This is gonna go really poorly for one of us. Hopefully it's not me.
What are you doing?
We're playing a game in between rounds of the draft.
What is the game?
Agar.io.
So stupid.
Yeah, we are a powerful amoeba. We're not top 10 powerful yet, but we'll get there. Oh jeez. Ooh, you split up. Oh no. Oh no, boy, he's coming for me. He's moving slowly. Maybe we can feast on some of his smaller children. Oh, nope. He's still huge. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Oh, no. This game's like the circle of life. The big prey on the little. I'm getting backed into a corner. This is not good. Oh, geez, Doja's gonna be larger than me. Eh. Oh god, that lion guy is huge with all the bright squares. Oh, hopefully the last round of this draft will come up. All right, we got away from the giant ones. That's good. Hopefully we can go find some other medium size amoebas and devour them. Oh, this guy's super dead. Yep. Humph. Oh no. There's another big one. Oh, why are they still in game 2? Please don't play a game 3. Oh, good, they're done. Alright, so now this is my favorite part. When they're done, and we're just gonna go feed ourselves to someone. Here you go. Here you go. There you go. Eat me! Alright, let's win this draft. Hope everyone's having a good time. Enjoys a little agar.io.
Are we playing it?
And we're getting ready to. 5 seconds. The finals, honey. There's altar arts on the line.
Oh, you won your first match and your second match?
We did. Our deck's very good. Our deck's fine. I don't know if it's very good,
There are
but
only
it's definitely...
3 matches, right?
Yep. 8-player pod. Oh, that hurts.
I'm sorry. You just say something. How many viewers do we have?
I have no idea. Good question. I had like 80 last time I checked. I don't know if this is a. I don't know if this is a keep. I think. Twitch appears to still be having issues. Okay. I think I'm supposed to mulligan this.
You're supposed to mulligan.
Thanks, babe. And this
So
hand's.
you're playing against somebody in the stream?
This hand's much better. This hand's very. We just got to turn to 4-3. Sign me up. Baby Yeti in the house. We didn't even get a mama Yeti, but baby is hungry. Rawr. Yeah, it doesn't kill the baby. Oh, we just drew another one? That's so good. This game is over. So, like, we play this, we play the 2-drop, and then next turn we attack with both of these, and this turns into a 1-cost, and we go War Priest plus this, trigger this, and then next turn we Valor and attack. God, this, this curve.
Unless you get them taken away.
No, this curve was sick. This is limited. There's not a lot of removal in limited. I could just do this here, but I think I'd rather go threat this turn. God, the baby Yeti was just insane. Don't mind me.
Do you
Just,
have a mama Yeti?
nope, just playing the baby Yeti as baby Yeti.
Remember that time I had a mama Yeti and baby Yeti and played them?
Yeah. Did you finish that sealed?
Yeah.
How'd you finish out?
3-3.
That's not bad. Oh, look at this! Is adorable. He's got a 3/4. All right, a Gust Mage, so I can do this, and then Valor up both of these, so he can't trade with either of them, and then, yeah, okay, and then if I attack with all of these, this becomes a 4/3, and I really don't want to trade mine with his. I don't think.
Our draft best of 3 matches?
Yes.
That's stupid.
No, that's ideal.
Whenever I use Twitch on my phone, it constantly tells me that broadcasts have just ended.
They've been having issues all day today.
But this has been going on for weeks.
Man, this curve was just utterly insane. Next turn, we get to play Ironsmith and make this Gust Mage have 3 power, and then just like crunch for infinite. Just don't mind if I
What is
does.
the alternate art?
So Van Meter suggested cutting this for the Duskwing, and I think that's definitely true. So let's do that.
Just,
What?
what's the alternate art card that's
I have
the
no
prize?
idea. Someone said in chat at one point, I finished 4th in the Swiss, but I just conceded my last round because 6-1 was a lock for top 8. Thanks. I spent a lot of time testing with a couple of other people, and it was one of the decks we were pretty happy with.
I kind of like the artwork on that champion.
This hand is also very good. We will keep. Which champion?
Lysander.
Yeah. Yeah, it's actually really sweet.
I like the fire shoulder.
Okay, we would like to draw another diamond shard now. We do have a few double diamond cards, so. Yeah, we'll probably do another draft after this. We've been, what, hour and a half? Yeah, we can do a second one. Okay, love you. And a war party guide. I think I'm playing that rather than playing this. Yeah, I'm gonna play that so we can start drawing cards ASAP. If he doesn't have a 3-drop here, he's in trouble. If he has a 3-drop that can block these profitably, we'll be slowed down for a turn, but if he doesn't have a 3-drop that can block these profitably, we're gonna get to attack with both of these and then go this into 2-drop on our turn. So this is a 4-3. That's pretty good. So now that we got that, I think I'm actually just going to play the Spear Cliff Captain here and pass the turn. Okay, love you. Doesn't seem to have Valor. Yeah, that makes sense. No attacks. Smart. Gust Mage was a fantastic draw, per usual. So let's play him out. And then I think we're just going to go Valor here, and then he can trade this for this, but then I get to play this post-combat, and that seems fine. And this gets an attack that'll hopefully draw a card here, and I get to trigger... And I get to trigger my Lysander. So when this attacks, it gives all my Valorous troops flying. Yep, fair trade. Takes 3. Play my 1-cost 4-3. Grab this. And now this has 3 power, so it can even Swift Strike through his 4-3 on the ground here. For 1, Swift Strike guy's looking real good. If we hit a diamond threshold next turn, we're going to go ahead and Valor up this, because then it will be a 3-power Swift Strike as well, and both of these can attack into his 4-3 profitably. Alright, so we hit a Ruby. I think I'm just going to Valor up this guy, because if he wants to block, he has to trade both of his guys. He just can't block, because it's got 4 power worth of Swift Strike. Alright, we missed that time. That's fine, though. This is worse against removal, but it already drew a card, so whatever. Just keep pushing damage. Yeah, if we Valor it, he can't double block, because we'll just kill both of his guys now. I'm not going to block this Dreadling because they play that, there's that common that destroys a troop that took damage this turn, and I really don't want it to destroy my 4-3. So next turn, if I just crunch with all the nerds, these will be 4-3s. Rough. That's pretty good. Alright, now we can block one of these Dreadlings profitably. Don't have to worry about anything. We can block 2 of them because of the Shredder Scout. So that's actually really good because now we lost our only Valorous guy, so now these 2-1s can't attack into the 4-3. Block it with Swift Strike. Yep, you're right. He's down to only 2 cards. Unfortunately, we lost our card advantage guy. Would have really liked to have drawn 2 cards with that instead of just 1, but I guess it is what it is. Wow, attacks with the 4-3 too. Okay, that's aggressive. Definitely block, so just like block here, block here. Take 6. Fire in the hole. Yep, that's great. Oh, I should have attacked first, technically, but whatever. Crunch with all of these dorks. Get in for 9. Play this. Grab a Valor. I think I'm just supposed to pass here. He gets a Dreadling from his banner. Yeah, this 4-3 attack was just like super aggressive if we had any sort of removal. Gets +1 power, sure. I think I'm just Valoring up this Gust Mage and then clocking him in the air while we play defense here on the ground. That's probably what's happening. It's a 2-2 now. Yeah, I'm just going to Valor up the Gust Mage. And then, actually, if I attack with everything, he, like, blocks over here and then only takes 2 more. So yeah, I'm just going to attack for 1 for now. Oh, that lets him create. Interesting. Sure. It's good to know if one of your cards are effects. Sure, that's technically a card. Block with my Swift Strike, and I'm not playing around his. He was empty-handed, so if he draws the card that lets him destroy a damaged troop, whatever. And again, still not just attacking with everything. Next turn it'll be lethal. Although maybe I'm supposed to ship with everything now. I guess I'm going to play this out, because next turn if we draw another shard, we can get a Valor. Might as well, right? And then he needs a play to commit to the board, or he's dead on board. Has to attack with Dreadlings. We've got a hammer in our deck that could just kill him at any point here. Same blocks as last turn. Mecha Flick Chimp means we can no longer kill him. Oh, it really means we can't kill him. Okay. Another War Priest. So now if I attack with everything, he like eats here, trades here, takes 2. So let's just play this and pass the turn. So again, need something to affect the board or he's gonna die. The person that recommended we bring in the second Bring to Justice was definitely correct, though. I need to remember to do that against the Blood Wild decks. Against the non-Valorous decks, it's actually just 3 mana Void Target thing. 3 cost Void Target thing. Okay, you get a Valor, sure. Again, not dead on board. Block some dorks. These are the blocks we make every turn, make every turn, make every turn. These are the blocks. Probably turn this into a 3/4. Sure, you have a 3/3. I guess another 3 toughness thing blocks these better. Which has another Valor into a 4/5. That's interesting. I guess it lets him eat the 4/3. So if I attack with everything, he goes, eat your guy, eat your guy, eat your guy, eat your guy. Or probably eat this guy, whatever. We're left with a 2/1 and this, but he takes 2. And then we make a Valor and kill him next turn. It's like under the gun. What do we think? Do I do that? Do I like trade my board to put him at 1 and get a Valor off my champ ability? Or do I just like take another draw step or 2 here? I feel like our window's closing. Oh, if you, any kind of trick, the combat goes really poorly for us. I guess we're dead on the crackback, right? And this is just... Yeah, so Del, that's awful. We're dead on the crackback. Yep. I got there. Figured it out. Can we just draw a hammer? That would be nice. If I had a hammer, I'd pound my opponent in the face. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do we still have an Ironsmith? We do. That's also a lethal draw. Never hold 2 shards. Holding 1 is fine. Never hold 2. Champion activations, you just like always want to have it. Hopefully he's flooding a little bit too. I guess if he's flooding 2 more shards, and he's giving 4 dreadlings a turn, and then that's pushing damage through. Because this stupid thing doubles them up. And this gives them more power. Hey! If I had a hammer, I'd hammer in the morning. Did we 6-0 in games this? I think we 6-0'd in games, didn't we? Ooh. Oh, silver. Look at that. We're silver? That's so exciting. Received a Hex Tournament prize. 5 Herofall booster packs. We get 5 packs for winning? That's awesome. Sign me up. Let's do another one, shall we? I'm gonna